Casual boxing fan. What's good, man? What's good?
Man, what's good, dog? On the ropes, boxing in the building.
Yeah, man. Yo, that press conference, that face off, fire. A lot of stuff happened in that press conference, man. Cause and like I was doing a take on the first one, but Showbiz kind of beat me to it on that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just do my take a little differently, right? But Crawford looked kind of like in that first one, right? Crawford did look kind of shook. He looked like I ain't gonna say shook. He looked different. He looked like something was on his mind. And because we ain't seen him like that, people can mistake it for shook, right? But then I went back and saw what was happening. Like Bud been acting goofy, right? Lately.
What you mean?
I know he was on Shannon Sharp talking about he got a baby on the way, right? And I'm like, wow, that was not player at all, right? Because you got another chick with eight kids with, right? You just gonna create problems on the home front with that. Like I would have just told that nigga that as the homie. Like, bro, don't do that, man. You just gonna make an enemy out of somebody you ain't got to make an enemy out of. You know what I'm saying? And that could create problems, and that actually affects you in the fight, right? So I'm saying that might have had something to do with it. But in that first joint, Bud was not there, like mentally. He wasn't ready to fight. But this joint right here, Bud, something made him snap. When they started suggesting that he might run, Bud was like, hold the fuck up, man. Only place I'm running is upside this nigga's head, and he got a big ass head. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Hey,
then,
man.
I mean, because I got one more part I saw, right?
Go,
That everybody
go
ain't
ahead.
hit.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
everybody talking about the face off, right? And it's like Canelo pushed him. Canelo pushed the shit out of Bud. I saw the other side of that, what people didn't see. And I said, oh, this nigga's at it again, man. You can't take Terrence Crawford nowhere, man. This nigga's always gonna act a fool, man.
What he
But
do?
in a good
What?
way. In a good way. So he rolled up to Canelo Alvarez, right? They going for the face-off, right? Bud get a little aggressive, but he do something, right? He grabs Canelo by the small of his back, right? And pulls his waist forward. And Canelo like, yo, get the fuck off me. Right? Yeah, but he did that shit. Dana White saw it. Dana White started laughing. Cause like
I,
we know, you don't grab a nigga by the small of his back ever, right? Like, it's gonna be some Brazilian jiu-jitsu about to go down in this motherfucker. If something like that happens, right? Cause like, you grab a nigga by his shirt collar. You don't grab a man by the small of his back and pull him. He did that to Canelo Alvarez, bro.
hey, Slim. Canelo about to beat the shit out of him, Slim. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He gonna get that 18 by 18 ring. I'm rooting for you, bud. I'm rooting for you. Canelo gonna whoop your ass, Slim. He gonna whoop your ass, Slim. He gonna work that body. He gonna work the hell out that body. Man, you ain't seen Canelo after the press conference. He said, "Man, I'm very excited now. I'm going to train hard now. Oh yeah. I'm excited now. I'm excited now,
Bruh, I'm looking at Canelo,
man.
bruh. Yo,
Huh?
I'm looking at Canelo, right? This is Ivan Drago Canelo. This is Cam Buterol Canelo.
Man, I disagree. Man, come on,
Bruh,
Slim.
are you not looking at Canelo right now? Like, he got the shades on, he pale, he ice cold, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like extreme, like beyond extreme focus, right? He up there, Joe, looking like Sosa. No, not like Sosa. He looking like the dude that was standing behind Tony Montana and Omar at Sosa Place. The one that ended up behind Tony with the shotgun, right? He looking like that dude. Like he up in that, like, he that cold, right? Like he looking that cold. And he up there rubbing his nose a lot. He rubbing his nose a lot. You know what I'm saying? He got that 80s Miami type of Latino vibe going, man. It's not even like Mexican cartel vibe happening right now, man. Like
Bud
chop
on
a
that. Bud
nigga up and
on
throw
that.
him in the
Bud on
trunk
that.
type shit.
Bud on that ignorant shit. I'm about to get ignorant.
But no, I like that though, right? Because that means Bud gonna bring it to him.
That's what I'm saying though. But the thing is, man, that small ring, man.
I don't think you heard me when I said he grabbed Canelo by his waist, right? By his lower back, by the small of his back, right? And pulled him forward, showing him that you ain't strong. That, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do to bitches, right? Yo, come here, girl. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so I mean, like, yo, it was totally disrespectful. He violated. It was
Hey,
disrespectful as fuck, right? And
you know,
so,
you know, you
wait,
know
wait,
what's interesting to me? You know what was interesting to me?
but could I finish it though?
Oh,
He
go ahead.
pulled, he grabbed him by his waist and pulled him forward, right? You talking about a small ring. Bud just showed that he's stronger than him. He did that with one arm. With one arm, he went up to Canelo, right? Grabbed him like a female, right? By the small of his back and pulled him forward. I'm telling you, bruh, look at the other side of that push. Look at what caused the push. Canelo did that push out of self-defense. That was a
Man.
self-defense push. It wasn't a disrespect push.
Nah, that was actually a little soft ass bitch push. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a little soft ass push. He wasn't
Yo,
expecting that shit. He wasn't expecting that shit like you said. For if that how it played like you just said, then he wasn't expecting him that Crawford to grab him by the back of his waist like that. So it kind
yeah,
of
he did
probably
it.
kind of threw him off because he should have gave him the motherfucking man push, man, like this, not the his hand kind of went like that, man, like get off me type thing, like
No,
what
but
is
see, like,
wrong with you?
what do people always say? People underestimate how strong Terrence Crawford is, right? If Canelo's the bigger man, right? He walked up to the bigger man, right? Grabbed him by the small of his back, right? And pulled him in with one arm. Imagine what's gonna
He,
happen in that small ring. Terrence Crawford gonna win that fight, bro. Terrence Crawford gonna win that fight, bro. I'm convinced. Cause he
hey,
back
bro,
on that time.
you want to bet? You want to bet on this one?
Yeah, we could bet on it. He back on that time, right? He
All
he
right,
he not Terrence
weight
Crawford.
classes for a reason.
I'm telling you, he's not Terrence Crawford from the first press conference that's looking into space, right? And it looks like he's doubting himself, right? I saw that Savage Bud come out, right? And he showed Canelo. Canelo's thinking about right now. That nigga was strong as hell. Canelo's thinking about, yo, get the Cambuterol, nigga. We need more. We need more Cambuterol. I'm telling you, bruh. He,
It's gonna be a
Canelo right
problem.
now is on his Ivan Drago shit.
Hey, remember when I said this? He might get a broken rib, man. Like, again, I'm rooting for Crawford. But I have to be analytically and really think and look at the situation, man. In a smaller ring, he ain't going nowhere. He got hit a lot against Avanesian. And that was at 154. Now you going up to 168 to go against Canelo.
What
Good luck
happened
with
when he
that.
got
Good
hit?
luck with that in that small ring. Good luck with that.
No. You say he got hit a lot against Abenesian, right? What happened when he
He
got hit?
did.
What happened when he got hit? Nothing. Nothing. He ate them joints. So 50. So he can
I
take the
guess you're
power.
not
He
hearing
can.
what I'm saying.
No.
Okay,
I
that's
hear what you're
cool. That's
saying.
cool. That's cool. He ate them joints at 54. He's not eating them joints at 68 against Canelo. That's
We
my
don't
point.
know that yet, right?
Shit. Shit.
Did we just not see that he's stronger than Canelo? He's physically stronger than Canelo.
You basing that off of him just pulling them in when he wasn't expecting it?
Off a one-arm pull, yeah. You're
Nah.
not doing that to a nigga that's stronger than you.
I live in reality, man.
That's
Again,
reality. Yo, that really happened. I
I'm
got the
rooting
video.
for Bud Crawford to win this fight. But it's physically you going up two weight classes and a smaller ring. Ooh, Slim. I don't see it going well, man. Not at all.
Okay, so all right, you give your reality and I'm gonna give mine. You wanna go first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I like the fact. I want to go back to something. I wanted to make a point earlier. When Terrence Crawford said when he fought Earl Spence, he said he was going fishing, right? This time around in that press conference, I noticed he used a different word. He said he going hunting. Well, you ain't gonna have to hunt in a small ring. He gonna be right there in front of you. So we gonna see, man. If you are who you say you are, stand there with Canelo and let's see what happens. Take him out. You do that. Salute, man. That's my take.
All right, so I like what you said, right? And that's a straight up honest take. I can't really debate that. That's your opinion. And that opinion has a strong foundation, right? But check this out. Speaking of strong foundation, we're saying small ring. I'm thinking the small ring might backfire, right? Remember, this is the year that the arrogant fall. Canelo looked really like he looked computerized out, blowed out, you know what I'm saying? Nose thumbed out, like arrogant right now, right? He in gorilla mode, right? He in bull mode, right? He ready to charge something, right? So I'm that's what Canelo's at right now. That's what it looked like. Just the eye test, right? So they going in that small ring, and everybody's saying he the bigger man. He gonna plow through Terrence Crawford, right? But everybody's forgetting this right here. Terrence Crawford is strong as a motherfucker, right? Terrence Crawford is a natural athlete, right? Terrence Crawford is like squatting, like how much hundreds of pounds?
This
You know,
is all true, well and good, but he
oh no,
not gonna be
I'm
wrestling
still
Canelo in the
going my
ring.
take, right? I'm still going my take, right? So
Oh, okay.
so
Go ahead.
and not only that, right? We in a small ring. So now we know Terrence Crawford is strong as hell. That's one. Boom. Small ring, right? Two. Terrence Crawford has a wrestling background, right? So Terrence Crawford is strong as hell, a natural athlete with a wrestling background. We still in a small ring, right? We ain't even got to boxing yet, right? Terrence Crawford has proven also, right? Number three, right? Terrence Crawford has proven this. The heavier he gets, the stronger he gets. He's done that. He's shown that. When he went to 47, he started knocking everybody out, right? He went to 54, he started eating that power, right? So, all right, cool. I'm reading the chat, right? So now we got that, right? So Bud gets stronger the heavier he gets. So small ring, natural athlete, strong as fuck, wrestling background, right? Who gets stronger as he gets bigger, right? Also, the height. Canelo's wearing lifts in his shoes, nigga. Look at the first face off, right? When he didn't have lifts in his shoes. Terrence Crawford is taller with a longer reach. He's taller with a longer reach, right? Small ring, natural athlete, right? Strong as fuck, right? Wrestling
Okay.
background. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling background, right? Who gets stronger as he gets bigger, right? Who is also taller with a longer reach in this small ring, right? It's starting to me to sound like somebody's in trouble, right? And I ain't even done yet. Now let's talk boxing, right? Terrence Crawford is the superior boxer. He's the superior boxer. Ambidextrous, right? Counterpuncher, right? He's a better counterpuncher than Canelo, right? He's a better counterpuncher than Canelo, right? Not only that, his IQ is such. He's two different fighters depending on what stance he's in. When he's orthodox, Bud, he's patient, right? But when he's southpaw, Bud, somebody about to get fucked up. That's just how he get down, right? He can go either way. He's also got the heart of a brawler, right? So he's got the heart of a brawler, right? With the skills of a boxer puncher, right? With a high IQ, right? In a small ring. So small ring, right? Do I gotta go over this again? Like, am I making my point, my nigga?
You
Canelo
done?
Alvarez
You
is in
done?
trouble. He
You done? Let
realized
me
that.
know when you
He
done. Let me know when
realized
you
that
done.
when Terrence Crawford grabbed him by the small of his back, right? And pulled him in with one arm. That's my take.
All right, now I'm gonna give you the real, unadulterated truth on the matter here. Canelo Alvarez from Guadalajara, Mexico, been fighting since he's 15 years old. Ain't scared of none of that punk ass shit that Bud did. Bigger than fault. So he don't fault people when they done got some power.
Hey,
Terrence Crawford is
repeat
going
that.
up.
Repeat that, because I think you froze up. Repeat that, because I want you to have a clean tape. Hey, yo, time out, man. Yo, you freeze up so much, right? The regulars in the chat have given you the nickname of Mr. Freeze. Like, read the chat real quick, man. They're calling you Mr. Freeze in the chat. Yo, salute to Anthony Perez, man. Yo, so I mean, but I heard what you were saying though. All right, cool. I'm gonna tell everybody. So what he was saying in the chat, right? He's saying Canelo has gone up to 75 and fought dudes like Bivol, right? And fought dudes like Kovalev, right? And did all that. And he has done that. And there's no denying that. If we're talking resume, Canelo has he's got it up. But we're not talking resume. We're not talking resume. I'm just talking about the attributes for the fight at 68. And I think people are underestimating how strong Terrence Crawford is. That's all I'm saying. Yo, salute to Leonardo Rodriguez. Salute to Relax and Chill, right? Salute to Mako. Yo, Mako saying, how much brain damage do you think Canelo has after all those years? A lot. It only takes one good punch. Yo, I mean, like, he got a lot of wear and tear. That's a fact. That's a fact. He has more wear and tear than Bud. So that's why I'm thinking the age, like, to me, it's an even fight. To me, the age balances out because they're not that far apart. They're both them niggas pushing 40. So that's a fact. Yo, Daniel Gonzalez, yo, salute. That's a fact. He hasn't fought anybody like Canelo. But remember, he hasn't fought anybody like Canelo because they've been ducking that man for over a decade. He's been the most ducked fighter in boxing for over a decade. Errol Spence even took the nickname. Like, they were calling Errol Spence the boogeyman. Terrence Crawford has been the real boogeyman of boxing for well over 10 years. And that's a fact. Yep, relax and chill, Bud. Yo, there's a lot of videos of Bud like deadlifting 600 pounds plus. Like, Bud's strong as hell, man. Bud's strong as a motherfucker, bro. I'm telling niggas is gonna be surprised when they see what he do in that small ring. And
I'm
remember
good.
what I say: wrestling background, right? If you want to get in close, hold it a part of boxing. I ain't running. I'm holding this motherfucker, right? We come and say, come here, right? Come here. Just like I did you at the first face off, nigga. Come here, right? He's giving him, he's showing him what he gonna do. Nigga, if I could walk up on you and grab you by the small of your back and pull you in with one, like pull you in with one arm, imagine what it's gonna do when we fighting, right? And we gotta clinch. Come here, man. Stop punching. Come here. Like y'all watch how Terrence Crawford not runs.
It's weight classes for a reason.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Like I said, everything you said is valid. We really not having an argument. We really just giving us our points of view.
I just think it's gonna be all bad, man.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we laid it down, right? Let's go. Let's go. What else? Let's go to Turki Alalshikh, right? How he been getting down with this, right? I like what Turkey doing. I ain't gonna lie. I like because Turkey's a casual, right? And I'm a casual. And Turkey is casual as hell, right? You're like, you knew that nigga was casual when he wanted to throw fights in Alcatraz. Like I said, yo, this nigga Turkey watched too many movies, man. Like you know this nigga watching Undisputed. Yo, Turkey be at home in the palace watching Undisputed and shit. Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames. Like, yo, I want this, right? I want Shakur Stevenson fighting in a jail cell. Like, I hate running. Turkey hate running.
Oh man, nah, he watching Animal, man. He watching that one with Ben Ray. When they be in that little small room, fight to the death, fight to the death.
Yeah.
That's what's going on, Slim.
No, but yo, for real, off the no bullshit, like the whole thing, the no running, if they do it like this and not like just like we're gonna take points away because you're not engaging, put niggas in a small ring, right? Put big money up. You got big money. Make it like you get performance bonuses. If you in there and you whipping ass, you get an extra meal on top of the purse you got, right? They like incentivize these niggas. Not only a matter of fact, I'm a petition to get the ring even smaller than 18 by 18.
Hey, you know this. You know with Dana White being the promoter for this fight, right? You ever seen that movie with Clint Eastwood where they fighting back in the day with the orangutan, and when he had the orangutan in the truck with him?
Oh yeah,
What was that movie? What was that movie?
I forgot the name of it, but I remember it, man.
It reminds me of that, man. Where this joint go
I
with the
mean,
promotions.
I'm not like I say, I'm not mad at the small ring, right? I just don't want them to do like get too casual with the rules, right? To where it's not boxing no more. And like I'm still afraid of that shit. Cause like looking at Dana White up there, I'm like, this dude is like the embodiment of a conflict of interest, right? You
I'm
up
trying to
there
tell you.
with the biggest fight of this generation, and you promoting your MMA event, right? Nah, bruh.
Let me
Nah,
ask
bruh.
you. What I said ain't far fetched. I said, man, they gonna have that. They already talking small ring. You might as well just put the cage, put the cage around it. Put the cage around it.
I mean, if Dana White was in
Why not?
charge, they would do that
Why
shit.
not? You got the ring. Put the cage around it.
It's not boxing anymore after that.
Nah, he already promoting his. Nah, you don't get what I'm saying. See, he pumping that UFC event hard. Also, he said, man, it's not gonna interfere. It's not gonna bleed into the other event. So hey, man, he pumping that UFC event. Why not for the Bud Crawford fight? He promoting it. Had a cage. Have it in the cage. You still got the ring, the small ring, but put a cage. Something different, a different look. He already said he wanted to be in Alcatraz anyway, right?
Hey,
You
yo,
want a small ring? Let's
I'm,
do it. Let's do it. Make
I'm
it,
gonna
hey
keep,
man,
I'm gonna
make
keep
it
it
expect.
boxing, bro. I'm gonna keep it boxing.
Hold up.
I'm not even gonna delve into this shit.
Hey,
I'm not
bro,
even
but
gonna
they
delve into
did.
that crazy shit.
Time out.
Cause,
But they
cause yo,
did, dog. Listen,
just think about how much. But my point was right. That right there is a conflict of interest. Like even
but
when we
that's what
talking
they
boxing,
doing.
it's a conflict of interest, right? Because we ain't talking MMA. Look at the crazy shit. Look at the crazy shit you just said, right? Because we said the name Dana White with this fight, right? Like it's a lot of cool shit that's happening with this fight, right? And like we'll let Dana White do what he got to do. That's
Can I
cool.
can I ask you a question?
Go ahead and
Can I
finish
ask
the
you a
fairy
question?
tale shit, man.
Can
What's
I
up?
ask you a question?
What's
I
up?
got a question. Did they not bring up WWE? Yes or no? WWE is involved with this event. They what they asked Canelo. I might be involved with WWE. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
time
Yes.
out, time out.
And
Hey,
don't do the
time out.
timeout. You
Time out,
talking
time
about
out.
this
No,
straight boxing?
time
No,
out.
it ain't
I
straight
have to
boxing.
ask you. I have to ask you this question, right? Who am I, man? Who am I, man?
Who
I
are
I
you?
I am the ghost rider of boxing, right? Now, right? So I remember, right, and I saved it. I did a video, a whole take about if Tank Davis don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson, right? He may as well give up boxing and go fight the Paul brothers. Matter of fact, fuck Jake Paul. You want to get paid, you talk to Logan Paul. And you go into the WWE. and you do them backflips off the top rope, right, and land on Logan Paul, right? And both of y'all will make hundreds of millions of dollars together, right? And guess what the fuck just happened, right? Niggas was getting on me. They said, bruh, I was taking you seriously, but now you talking some clown shit, right? They said, bruh, why you talking crazy shit like that, man? I know you casual boxing, but that's just crazy work, right? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put this here as a timestamp, and I'm gonna come back to this shit for later, right? So now, lo and behold, I'm watching the Canelo Alvarez Bud Crawford press conference promoted by Dana White, right? And it's attended by executives of the WWE, niggas, right? Niggas, I'm the Ghost Rider of boxing, nigga, right? If you don't want to listen, Turkey listening, right? So the thing is,
Hold on,
they
time
went
out,
up there
time
and they
out,
asked
time out.
Canelo Alvarez, right? All right, will you ever consider going into the WWE on the biggest fight of this generation? But I'm fucking crazy when I said that Tank would do that shit, right? I'm crazy, right? The Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again.
No, but 5 minutes ago you just said I was crazy. You talking about I'm gonna just keep it straight boxing, but I had to remind you what the WWE is involved with this. Did I not say that? You just said 5 minutes ago that. Why you bringing this up? Make up your mind. The WWE is involved. This is a WWE fiasco that's going on with Dana White, man. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, Slim. For real.
Now, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not gonna put this on, I'm not gonna put that on this fight because that's disrespectful to this fight, right? You see, this fight right here is a generational fight. And it's cool that the WWE attended. But when them two men get in the ring, it's gonna be real as fuck. It ain't gonna be no predetermined outcomes, right? It ain't gonna be no acting, right? Them two grown ass men are coming to throw hands, right? And you could see the shit seething in both of these niggas, right? Like Terrence Crawford felt like a bitch from the last press conference. Cause so many niggas was getting on Terrence Crawford about, cause this is Terrence Crawford, bruh. This is that nigga who just that Broadway bully, nigga. Terrence Crawford bullies niggas everywhere he go, right? And he was on that stage looking scared, like a little bitch, right? But then we find out too that it may have been something outside, right?
That's why he came with the Omaha braids. He came with the Omaha braids for this press conference.
Yeah.
We had that. I'm about that life, but he came with a different energy, Slim.
And he bought it, right? And he bought that energy to the stage. He
But
wasn't
Canelo,
playing.
that's
And he
okay. I
wasn't
like
playing.
that. Canelo's, I like that. I'm excited now.
Oh no,
I train hard. I train hard. I cannot wait for this fight. I
I
cannot
just
wait.
told you. Yo, we looking at Drago Canelo. We looking at Ivan Drago Alvarez right now, nigga. Look at Canelo on that stage with them shades on. Look at Canelo thumbing at his nose, right? Look how serious and determined and fucking like zoned, like whacked out. He's whacked the fuck out right now, man. That nigga on something, right? Canelo is on, no, he on that Drago. Like, you think Devin and Bud got something with Victor Conti? Yo, try dealing with the Mexican motherfuckers. They got a million Victor Contis, right? Niggas who way more diabolical than
Hey
Victor
man.
Conti.
Hey
Like,
man.
when it comes to shit like that, I ain't gonna lie, them Mexicans is some bad motherfuckers. Like,
I
like for
could care.
real, bro.
Hey,
Yo,
I
just
could
keep it
care
a bean.
less. I just want to see the fight. I could care less. You got sniggity snack against whatever they got. Sniggity snack
That's what I'm
against
saying.
whatever.
So,
Hey, it is what it is. I would just want to see the fight.
and that's the thing about it, right? That's why and people say why you wasn't tripping so hard against Ryan Garcia. Cause I said, bro, I'm a realist. All them niggas is looking on something. All them niggas is looking on something. Your favorite fighter done tested dirty on something. Everybody's favorite fighter, right? And so then I'm saying, and Bud, he got Vic. You solid with Vic. You solid with Vic. Vic, if you got Vic, you good, right? You gonna ask Devin Haney. You gonna physically bring your A game.
Are you looking? Are you looking forward to this fight?
Fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. I just said this is the fight of this generation.
I guess.
Yo, Mako saying all Eddie's boys tested for the help juice. Yeah, yeah, for the help me juice. Yo, I'm just saying, but you name it, man. You go down the list, man. You'll find legends who they said. So my thing is, I don't get on none of them niggas for that, right? And the thing I'm saying is, like, boxing is such a cruel sport. I'm like, fuck it, we need snap, right? Yo, you try keeping your faculties together and everything, right? I'm saying you went there, you just had to fight for money. And you want to keep your family fed, you gotta fight a nigga. Like that, yo, that's a hard life, bruh. Everybody ain't on TV. Ask my
Hey, did
man
it
Truck Simpson. Ask my man Truck Simpson. Had to fight last night.
for the slick fighter last night?
Yeah, salute the truck. A for
Oh,
effort, my nigga. A for effort.
hey, that's okay. I'm glad you brung this up, right? Because they used a small ring last night. Remember, I had brung up that take about Shakur being very elusive. You'll get to see how elusive he is in that small ring. That's kind of prime example of that.
Yeah. I'm saying, yeah. Shakur, man. It's like, but see, Zepeda is his size, maybe a little bit bigger, and like he got a non-stop Duracell battery in his back, right? He just throws a lot of punches nonstop. He's just gonna keep coming and keep coming. And Cool ain't got no power, and Cool got frail hands, so Cool got to go to the slick boxing shit. Zepeda gonna make him get into that shoulder roll. Zepeda gonna keep him in that shoulder roll.
Remember, I told you
Yeah,
8 to 10 body shot stoppage by Shakur. Body shot stoppage.
his hands got to hold up to accomplish that. Like you got to have pop. So in order to stop Zepeda, you got to have pop. Like honestly, you got to have pop. He gonna hit him a lot, right? But eventually, when Shakur hits you a lot, what happens? His hands start hurting. His hands was hurting against the electrician.
And who he with?
What are you talking about, man?
Who
Say
he with?
what you got to say, bro.
I'm asking you. His
No,
hands
I'm
gonna be
saying, I'm
fine.
telling you. Say what you got
Hands
to
gonna be
say.
fine. Hands gonna be fine. Stoppage.
Say what you got to say.
I just said it.
No, you said who is he with? Like, what is that?
I just say he gonna get that stoppage.
No, I mean, like you making act. Like, what are you talking
What
about,
I
my
can say?
nigga?
I didn't say a word. I just say he get a stoppage.
No,
I just left
you
that
said who is he with, right? So
Tell Shakur.
no, I'm saying what are you trying to say?
I'm not saying nothing.
So you can't say anything with your chest, man. You can't
I,
say shit with your
I,
chest,
I
man.
just said stoppage between
But you
eight.
didn't say it with your chest.
Bro, I said it in the last live.
Nah,
I
nah, nah,
said
nah,
it.
nah, nah. You tried to throw stones and hide your hand, right? And then make a prediction. You tried to throw stones, hide your hand, and make a prediction all at the same time in one
How?
sentence.
How? I said stoppage last live.
Yeah. You
Didn't I say
throwing
that?
stones and
I actually
hiding
have
your
it on
hand
Instagram
and
right
making a
now. I
prediction.
actually have it on
You
Instagram right
said
now
you
where I
said who
talked
is
about
Shakur with?
Shakur is gonna get a stoppage. I did say
You
that.
said the same sentence 3 times. You said who is Shakur with? Who is Shakur with? Oh, he's gonna get a stoppage. Okay, so that's called throwing stones and hiding your hand.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
And that right there is called the same thing, right? All right, so you can't stand on it and
I
you're
don't
not
know what
standing
you're
with
talking
your
about. I don't know
chest.
what you're talking
It's
about.
established, right? So that's cool though. I just want to establish that what you just said you're not standing on and you didn't say it with your chest. So that's it. I'm
I
good with
have
that.
no idea what
I'm
you're talking
good with
about.
that part. It's cool. Long as we know that's what that is, right? So I'm good
I'm
with
just
that.
I
And
don't
we
know what
talking
we talking
boxing.
about.
So
Only thing I
ain't that
said
crazy
was
though?
he
Ain't that
get the
crazy though?
stoppage.
We
That's
talking boxing, right? And you said something that you won't stand on and didn't say with your chest. Yet
stand on
we
what?
talking
I can't
boxing.
stand. I did stand. I said 10 between 8 and 10 stop. How's that not standing on it?
Yo,
Hey, chat, did I not? Is he not hearing me? I mean, can y'all hear me? I said between 8 and 10, Shakur stoppage. I said this in the last live. What is he talking about?
salute to Bishop
How am
Badass,
I
man.
not standing on it?
Salute to Anthony Perez, man. Salute to Anthony Perez, man. Cepeda beating Shakur. Bishop Badass. He
Woo,
talking
that's in
about
the dream. That's in the dream, Slim. He dreaming that. Anthony Perez, you dreaming that, Slim.
now people gonna believe him, man. Like people because Zepeda's a volume puncher. He's Shakur's size and they're in a small ring.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
Like, but I can't be mad at niggas for making that pick
Nah,
because of
I
those
know,
factors.
I
Because of those
understand.
factors. It's still boxing, right? And Shakur, there's an X factor. Shakur's hands.
I understand that. I'm still gonna ride the other side.
Okay.
If you pick Cepeda, I'm gonna ride you anyway.
Okay,
Shakur
so
whooping
check
that
this out.
ass. Shakur's whooping his ass.
So check this out, right? I'm gonna say what you didn't say for you, man. And I'm gonna stand on it. And I'm gonna say it with my chest,
You
right?
cannot be thinking for me,
Yo,
because the
yo.
only thing that
No.
I have
I know what
said
you're saying. So
was
I'm gonna answer your
Shakur
question.
is
I'm gonna answer your
stopping him
question.
between 8 and 10 with a body shot. I'm standing on that. Anything else, I don't know what you talking about.
No. I'm going back to that original point, right? It's on video. You can't deny it, right? So I'm going back, right, to your like throwing stones and hiding your hands. I'm gonna say what you was trying to say, right? I'm gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna stand on it, and I'm gonna say it with my chest, right? So Shakur Stevenson is down with the snack packs, right? And you're saying Shakur gonna get access to the secret snacks, right? And come back like Popeye with that spinach and whip Cepeda's ass. Because you're saying Vic got this. That's what you're saying, right?
I told him go over to get some Eastern medicine, man. I don't know what you talking about. I said go over to China, get some of that good Eastern medicine, and your hands will be fine, man. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking. That's your take.
Okay, cool. Like I say, I'm standing on it.
My stuff is timestamped. I said go get that Eastern medicine. I played the Wolverine video where you get the titanium. Hey, go get that Eastern medicine, Shakur.
Yo, Pablo saying the Crawford that beats Spence beats Canelo in his opinion. Yeah, he ain't gonna fight Canelo like that, but he gonna pull some of them tricks out of the bag. It's gonna be a nice fight. It's gonna be like they gonna be wrecking. The only way Bud beats him, like he gonna have to wreck with him, right? He gonna have to beat him and catch and shoot, but he gonna have to wreck with him at the same time.
Should we try to even get credentials? Nah, I ain't even gonna waste my time.
And yo, keep Canelo on that back foot. That's what I'm telling you. That pull, that pull forward, that one arm pull said a lot to me, right? That means he's stronger. So that means Canelo's going backwards, bro.
Nah,
Canelo's
that
going
means
backwards.
that mean get to touch that body a little more. He gonna find out.
Canelo,
He gonna wish he didn't pull him in
Canelo can
that close.
counter.
He
Canelo can
gonna wish
counter
he
off the
ain't pull him
ropes,
in
right?
that close.
Canelo can counter when his back's on the ropes, right? But he's not. It's like going backwards. It's not the same thing. He's not as strong going backwards. So if I'm Bud, I'm already stronger than this dude, right? I'm up on him. I'm mauling him, right? I guess it's kind of almost similar to Spence, right? But not the same. I'm mauling him though, and I'm not letting him get off. I'm grabbing him. I'm holding him, right? I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him so I can pop him, and I'm grabbing him again. I'm already taller than him, right? I'm already stronger than him, right? If I ate a couple of shots, cool.
He gonna get the warnings for holding.
It don't matter. They come in to fight.
All I can say, Canelo hits anything. Did you remember Callum Smith's arm? Right, he looked like the size of a golf ball when he finished.
You can't hit nothing when you clenched up and a nigga grabbing both your arms.
Okay, all right, it's gonna be different, man. It's again, he ain't got hit by that type of power, man. He gonna
You
feel
you
it.
you gonna see the video I put together, right? You gonna see it. It's he pulled that nigga with one arm, bro. He's much stronger than him. Canelo was pushing out of self defense. If Canelo didn't push him, he was gonna fly. He's gonna fly totally forward like a bitch. Like
I hear everything,
his back.
man. Let
Yo,
me tell you, Slim.
if
I hear
Canelo didn't
everything.
push him, his back would have arched, right?
I hear everything
If
you're
Canelo
saying.
did not push Bud Crawford at that point in time, his back would have arched, right? Right? I mean, that's the truth, right? I got the video. He had to. It was self-defense. He wouldn't have been able to hit that now. Oscar De La Hoya would have ran
Man,
with
why
that.
you trying to do Canelo like this, man?
No,
Why you
no.
doing
Canelo
Canelo like
stood
this,
up to
man?
that shit. Cause he wasn't ready for that, right? Cause Bud showed him, like,
Hold
look,
up.
I'm telling you, Bud told this nigga, he said, you see something different. Canelo said, I don't see nothing different. Bud, like, oh, this nigga think I'm sweet, right? This nigga thinks I'm sweet. right? So today, Bud had to show this nigga, I am different. You about to find out the hard way, right? So, like, he woke up that dog. So, salute to Canelo for waking up that dog, because Bud head wasn't in the fight.
Well,
His head wasn't in the fight, bro.
it seemed like Canelo head in the fight now too, after because they did a interview with him afterwards. He wasn't feeling that shit. He said, "Oh, okay. Oh, I'm excited now. I'm gonna train harder for
Canelo's a
this one."
man, bro.
But
Canelo's an
man, he ain't
alpha
coming.
male,
Hey,
bro. Canelo's
bruh,
an alpha male, bro.
we about to get the Guadalajara Canelo, man. He about to get rid of that Silk Road, my nigga. Silk Road is gone for this fight. You ain't gonna see him in that Silk Road, watch.
You can't wear a silk robe when niggas grabbing you by the small of your back, right? You can't.
Nah, you about to get the gangster Canelo now, man. It's on.
Nah, keeping it 100 though, man. Yo, for real though, Bud showed this nigga, like, you think it's nigga, you know you're not stronger than me, right? Come here, right? It was a self-defense push. He had to do that shit.
Man, Bud need to calm that down, man, before he get the shit smacked out of him. You know he like to smack mugs, man. Then he smack Caleb Plant.
But that ain't yo.
Bud better calm that down. He
That
better
ain't
calm
Caleb
down.
Plant. He'd be smacking though. That's not. That wouldn't be Caleb Plant. He would be.
It don't
That's
matter. It don't matter to Canelo.
hey,
He
bro.
don't matter. Smack
I'm gonna
Bud too.
I'm
Bud
gonna
will
just
get
put it
that
like this,
smack
bro.
too. Bah! He'll
I'm
get
gonna
that
just put it
smack
like
too.
this, right? I'm gonna put it like this, right? You slap Terrence Crawford, you were literally slapping the illest nigga in Nebraska.
That's
He's the
right. You gonna
illest nigga in Nebraska, right? And that line was initially a joke, right? Terrence Crawford made that shit hard, nigga. Like, he made that line gangster as fuck, right? Because when Meth said it to Rico at first, he clowning the nigga, right? But if Bud walking up to you, that ain't no joke. Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? Yes, nigga. I'm the illest nigga in Nebraska.
Well,
What you
he the
want to do
illest.
about it,
He
right?
the illest in Guadalajara, and he can't go back home. That happened to him, man. He can't like, man. You gonna net him? You gonna net him? Pull you close like that? No, hell nah, man. You better whoop that ass, Slim.
Yeah. You're right about that, right? Cause Canelo's homies, like his real homies, like his drinking buddies, it's like, yo, fuck that. You see that Miyate grab you by your waist, Holmes? Like, yo,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
ain't cool with that.
That's my
They ain't
point,
cool
Slim.
with that shit. They're not
That's
cool
my
with that
point.
shit, man. This is Mexican alpha males. They like black alpha males. They sit back like, nah, nigga, nah, that shit ain't cool, bruh. You see that shit? I guarantee you, all his real niggas, the niggas who ain't around just to take shit from him, the people that
They
keep fearing
calling
him, it's
him.
like, nah, that shit ain't cool, bruh.
He gonna come different next time. I'm trying to tell you, Canelo gonna come different, Slim. He ain't know. He thought Bud. He thought he was gonna be that same Bud from the first time. Bud came with that Omaha, Nebraska braids.
Yo, relax and chill saying, look up Nikki Jenkins. So that brother was the illest out of Omaha. I'll look him up. Nico. He said Nico Jenkins. Yeah, I'm gonna look him up. But right now, as far as I'm concerned, Terrence Crawford is the illest nigga in Nebraska. And that's not no joke. That shit's thorough, man.
Well, we gonna see. We gonna see.
And another thing I was right about, right? Turkey, right? You see the way he carrying himself now? He carries like, I own boxing, man. Y'all niggas do what I say, right? He talks about himself in the third person, right?
Hold
He
up, hold
calls
up.
himself his excellency, right? When Turkey talks about himself, he calls himself his excellency, right? He says his excellency does not like Tom and Jerry boxing. This is true, right? So when you call him his excellency, he agrees with you. I'm excellent, right? I, I fuck with that.
His
I
boss
fuck
was
with that.
there. His boss was there. The prince.
Yeah, that's it's a family thing. These are royals, man. So they see shit different, right? And so like, and you see the way Turkey talking to niggas now? He's getting more public, and the more money he gives, the bolder he gonna get, right? I can't wait till he tries to chump a boxer in front of everybody, right? Yeah, watch. Remember I told you,
He's
it's
already
it's
telling them what they can't do. He already telling them what they can't do.
it's over a year's worth of timestamps on this shit. I call this shit. It's written on the wall, bruh.
Think about this, man. Look at the influence of Turkey. They had a smaller ring for the ESPN joint with on that Top Rank joint.
Yo, can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane 88, man. That's a fact. Turkey made it happen. I be talking like I'm giving Turkey his props, Eddie Kane. Like I ain't mad at Turkey, right? I'm just saying don't fuck up boxing with too many rule changes and too much gimmick shit, right? Don't go crazy with that shit. Cause I know you were casual and you probably watched too many movies. Right? This is boxing. This is still boxing.
And remember this, I need this is very important for this big ass event in boxing that's supposed to be the fight of the year. You got a first time promoter in the sport, Dana White, running it.
Bishop Badass. I heard that was an 18 by 18 ring last night, man.
Okay. Oh, relax and chill. Okay. Yeah, he bringing it home. You want to read that?
Yeah. He's saying, yo, you think the U.S. bomb in the Middle East is going to affect the on the fight, bruh? Turkey
No.
got to keep his people in line, because when you looking at Saudi Arabia, right? You looking at the U.S. oil dollar, right? So them in the U.S. is like this, right? They also you looking at a group of people like these people. I would assume know all these motherfuckers who the world is afraid of, right? The people who like to make things go kaboom, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they say a prayer, everything goes kaboom, and they're around a bunch of virgins, right? So people like Turkey could actually flex on these niggas and like show up at their house, right? And say, I'm no longer going to protect you, right? I know where to pull up on you. And I'll tell my homies where to pull up on your punk ass if you fuck up my money, right? You don't fuck with this, you fuck with that. Until I say you can fuck with that, right? So this is how I think it's going to affect it. So I think right now, I think the Saudis can keep them motherfuckers in check more so than anybody else. Because they got direct contact with them niggas. They could pull up on them, they could pull up on their family members. They could pull up at that all that shit Tank wanted to do to Lamont. They could do that shit to all these motherfuckers that like to make shit go kaboom.
That's very interesting. Remember, our boy went over there last month, man. You know, had a conference with him, and quite sure, man. You know, they came to some agreements and understandings. They ain't do that bombing without the agreements of people in that in that region, man. So
You gotta have it in line because when you talking like that, we got Israel out there, that's the US, right? And you got Saudi Arabia, that's the US. Like people
both.
don't want it, that those two, like that's the United States of America in the Middle East, right? And so that's pretty much what it is. And so how does that affect boxing? That's pretty much what I think. I think if it's a turkey event, it probably won't go kaboom.
It's all good.
If it's a turkey event, it probably won't go kaboom because Turkey's people can pull up at the people that made that shit happen house. They could pull up at their
Remember,
kids' schools. Yeah.
remember, in times of conflict, people want sporting events to keep their minds off things. So yeah, it's gonna definitely keep going.
And what does this country normally do? They go into boxing. If you got a great, if America has a great world champion, they're gonna want that motherfucker to be down with the program. You see, Floyd is. Floyd was always down whatever the U.S. or Israel was with. Floyd with, right? Floyd would have joined the army if they drafted him, right? Floyd would have been there giving exhibitions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Joe Louis.
See, I want to say that I want to bring this into boxing. I'm glad you brought that in, right? Floyd has a great relationship with Israel and the Saudis. That's my point.
Yeah, because Israel and the Saudis is down with the U.S. It's the United States of America. Floyd is an American, right? He's a real American. Like a real American, right? Right. Bloodline. His bloodline runs through the soils of America for hundreds of years, right? So that's what it is.
Hey, relax and chill. It can't be no higher than it was knowing 9/11 when we was here in DC. So I mean, it is what it is, man.
It ain't gonna be no crazy shit at a turkey event, right? Motherfuckers will boil in camel oil, right? If they fuck up turkey money, man. He already not making money, right? And imagine one of these crazy motherfuckers come and fuck up the first chance he get to actually turn a profit on this shit.
Hey, are we staying on this, or because I wanted to turn the corner, man, on Lamont Roach and
Let's roll. Yeah,
Javante Tank Davis.
yeah. Let's keep it boxing, man.
All right, let's keep it boxing, right? I just seen an interview with Lamont Roach Sr. did with Fight Hype, and it was very interesting to me. The question that was asked, of course, they got their back and forth with the bull BS, with the Twitter joint, right? But what's interesting that he said, man, I'm waiting for him to make the announcement on this fight, man, because he said about time people ask me, man. So it's kind of funny that he said that, and on Twitter, his son has said, when you gonna sign the contract? Has Tank signed the contract? Why haven't we heard anything about this fight? Why haven't we heard pre-sales about this fight? We're in June, right? I've been saying this. Have I not been saying this?
No, I've been saying it, man. I
No, no,
told
no, 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 no. I understand what you're saying, but what I said was when they came out, Mike Covington and them said August. I said, shit, it ain't no fight until Tank said, and he has not. PBC hasn't, and they was running with that.
I don't think they asking Tank. I think they asking Al or whoever's speaking for Al. That's what I think they asking, right? Cause Tank the talent, he gonna do that, right? That's how he flexes his power. But eventually, he always caves in and takes the money. It's about to be a fight. Tank being Tank, right? He's spoiled. He's spoiled athlete. You know, he been no, I don't want to do it, right? So we got to talk to Al because Al knows what's really going to happen.
Here's my question: he gonna have two head coaches again? He did that open letter to Coach Calvin and Barry, and I think he had one. I think he had an open letter to Coach Calvin and Barry. Then I think he had one to Barry, like where the people want me to leave you, but you always been there. So is he gonna have two head coaches or what again?
Man, I don't even care, man. That nigga acting like a bougie bitch, right? Tank acting like a bougie bitch, right? And treating these two grown ass men like they fighting over him and shit. Like right now, I'll be like, yo, nigga, make your mind up, nigga. Yo, you want
Yo,
me to run this
bullshit.
camp
I
or
saw
not?
that shit. I wanted to play the violin on him. All that sentimental shit, man. I ain't trying to hear all that.
I mean, but yo, that's what it is, right? That's the nigga sensitive. He want to get that off his chest. Go ahead, get that shit off your chest, nigga. You could knock niggas out. You guaranteed to knock niggas out when you rocking with the right folks. Them folks is Calvin and Kenny, right? Not Barry Hunter. Every time you let Barry Hunter run the camp, some goofy shit happens on fight night, right? Nigga, you gonna get 3 strikes with this nigga. You got 2 strikes already, bruh. The third strike will be a wrap.
I already told you it's a rap. Lamont Senior said we whipping his ass again. I'm glad he said that shit, man. He said all that goofy ass shit online, man. Man, I can't wait to get in the ring, whip your ass again.
I don't believe none of that shit. Them niggas is acting, man. Them niggas is acting. They trying to sell this fight because like think about it, man. The last shit was too friendly. It was way too friendly. The first press conference was an intervention. It wasn't even. It was one homie looking out for the other. Like, are you okay, my nigga? Like for real. I'm asking seriously. You okay? You know what I'm saying? It was on that type shit. The next press conference, moms is in there. Y'all having one big family reunion, right? Oh, Tank, you know me. You know what I'm saying? Group hug type shit, right? So, and then he get in the ring, and it's a heavy sparring session. So Tank don't need this motherfucking fight. I'm just keeping it real with you, right?
Now he,
But
he he might come with 3 head coaches this time, Slim. He coming with 3. Lamont gonna whoop his ass, Slim. I can't
I
wait.
don't think Al would allow that to happen. Is my point. Even though Lamont can't get the fight unless he knocks Tank out, I don't think Al would allow because that dumb shit almost fucking with Barry Hunter almost fucked up the bag twice. That nigga's
You
bad
see
luck.
how I don't disagree. You see how
The nigga may be a good coach, right? Listen, Tank. That nigga Barry Hunter may very well be a good coach, right? But that nigga is definitely bad luck. That nigga's bad luck, bruh.
he from DC,
That's
man. He a
all I'm
good
saying.
motivator, man. He from DC, man. He a good motivator, man. I give him that. He a good motivator.
That nigga's
Fuck it,
bad
just
luck,
lean
bro.
on him for the motivation. Fuck it. You want to do that? Go lean on him for the motivation, son.
Nah, he looked like he's doing very well for himself in life, right? So I don't mean he bad luck in life. I mean in your situation, Tank. Certain people, they got chemistry when they get around each other, when they get together, right? Everybody got it. You got that homie you mess with. You got that chick you mess with. Whenever y'all link up, right? It's always gonna be something crazy, right? And you got the one homie that you riding with, especially when you younger. It's always a chance y'all might be going to jail that night, right? You got that one homie you riding with like that. You got that one chick you riding with, right? That it's gonna be bomb, right? But after that shit, it's gonna be fireworks, right? It's gonna be fire, but it's gonna be great, right? The great part's gonna be great, right? So I'm just saying, right? And some people around you, they bring you good luck. They open doors, they bring opportunity, right? And some people around you, they only bring bad luck, right? Fuck ups happen. Like, I don't even mean like bringing crazy shit. I mean the energy y'all two motherfuckers could put together because it happens in pairs, right? Like the Bible is real talk, right? When two or more are coming agree, that energy is going to prevail, right? So when two or more come and agree, whatever energy is going to prevail. And sometimes that energy is bad fucking luck, right? Barry Hunter and Tank, when y'all niggas get together, doesn't nothing good happen for Tank in the boxing ring, bruh. Nothing good. Yeah, nothing good. Y'all two niggas together is bad luck.
Oh my God, Slim.
Both y'all niggas together, Tank and Barry Hunter, y'all niggas is bad luck, bruh. Y'all niggas should do other shit together, not box. Y'all niggas should not do boxing together.
Well, you already know where I stand with that. I don't disagree.
Facts, my nigga. Yeah, like for real. Tank got to drop that nigga when it come to doing business in the boxing ring, bro. Look into something else. He seemed like a good advisor, right? Because Barry Hunter gave the best career advice I heard anybody say publicly when he said Tank needs to either Naya or Inoue fight. He's saying that's the guy that's smart with shit like that, right? But whatever Barry Hunter thinks he doing for Tank in camp, he ain't doing it. He's fucking up whatever Calvin and Kenny got going, bro.
But again, I got Lamont, man. That's his script. That's Tank's kryptonite right there. He can't fuck with Lamont. He can't psychologically get in his head or none of that, man.
So
Lamont
so
gonna
yeah.
fuck him up this time, Slim. Lamont gonna fuck Tank up, Slim. Do him
So,
dirty,
so
Slim.
so I was
Remember I
analyzing your
told you that
evaluation,
shit.
right?
He gonna do
I
him
was
dirty.
analyzing your evaluation of that fight, right? And you were saying Lamont's got to fight him dirty. He's got to double up on the punches when he see him hurt, right? He's basically got to let his hands go, right? And
And work the body. Work that body
yeah,
more. He
I
don't like
got you.
that.
I got you, right?
I emphasize that the most. Work the body.
So let me ask you this though: how is he going to compensate for them slow feet?
Hey, you see, you had him go to the knee. If you gonna do that, once you see him do that this time around, swing on him.
That ain't
If
what
the ref
I
ain't
asked, brother.
stop, if the ref ain't counting, nigga, I'm swinging.
That's not what
See,
I asked
that's
though.
what I mean. Do dirty. You sometimes you got to get you got to do find that little thin line of almost getting a point taken, man. Because as you can see, you are not going to take it on the cards. You got to do them dirty and win, Slim.
No, time out, right? So I ain't talking about when he caught him with that. Tank was standing in front of him, right? So Tank won't be standing in front of him this time if he does the right thing in training camp, right? So, and you saying Lamont won't be doing the same thing with being patient. Like you said, I'm going by your analysis, right? And we both agree that Tank will not be, he'll be fighting different, right?
We
And
don't
so
know. We really don't know
no, we don't. But this is just our analysis and our opinion, right? So I'm going by what you said, right? So I'm
Yep.
just going by what you said, right? And so what I'm saying is, how is he going to compensate for them slow feet, right? Because my point is this: if he can't compensate effectively for his slow feet, he's going to get set up and caught in a trap. Lamont Roach is. If
I mean,
Lamont
that's your
Roach cannot,
opinion. Again, you haven't
you
given
haven't
me
given me a
anything.
strategy on how he's
He
going to
had the same
compensate for them
thing
slow
last
feet.
fight, and Tank couldn't do nothing with it. He took Tank's best punches, Slim, and that's psychologically gonna fuck with Tank already going into this fight. He know the motherfucker ain't scared. He ain't weight drained. He experienced as hell in the ring, high ring IQ, patience as hell when he needs to be. Tank, no, he's psychologically like, damn, man, I fucking gave this motherfucker my best shot, and he ate that shit. I'm the knockout artist. I'm the motherfucker everybody talking about is that guy. I'm the face of boxing. But yet, this motherfucker that they said was a setup did what he did to me. I got to run it back. I got to knock him out. And if I don't do it again, that just bring my value down even more.
Yo, that's real talk. Yo, Don Derek them. It's right. Lamont got buckled a couple of times, man. You're being hella biased, bro. But
I mean,
that's
that's
what it is,
cool.
though.
But did he drop to his knee? Yeah, okay, all right, my dude. Did he drop to his knee like Tank? Did he go run out the ring and wipe his face? He didn't do none of that. So again, what's your point? He ate Tank punches and stood tall. What?
Yeah, but I
And
love
he
how
gonna
you.
whoop Tank's ass. And he gonna whoop that nigga's ass.
But
Point blank. He's whooping
I
ass.
love how you
He's
couldn't
whooping his
answer my
ass.
question. I love how you can't answer the question, so you just keep babbling. That shit's hilarious.
What
But
do you want me to answer, man? You want me to be technical as hell? I just told you straight up how I think he gonna win the fight. He gonna need to work that body, and in times when motherfucker is hurt, combinations, not the one punch thinking you gonna knock him out, man. Double up and downstairs on the levels with it. That's my thing with it. And when it gets into the tiles, man, motherfucking do them dirty.
all right, cool.
Hit a hip, elbow to the rib.
You know
Do what you
Tank could
gotta
do.
do.
Tank could do that shit too, right? You know, if
He
you want to
did
fight
last
dirty.
fight. He did. Did he not do that last fight?
Nah, he
So
didn't,
again,
man.
this fight,
Check
he
it,
ain't
check
do
it.
that slam. He ain't do the little elbow joint. He ain't do none of that.
Yo,
He thought
salute
he
to
could
your
do.
favorite barber, man.
He thought he could do Lamont dirty. He couldn't. Lamont stood tall against all that Tank gave. That's why I said this time around, it ain't no fear, man. And it wasn't no fear the last time. This time, going into this one, yeah, he looking like, man, I'm gonna take your ass. I'm gonna knock your head off, Tank. I'm gonna knock your motherfucking head off, Slim. You're going
Name me.
down, Slim. You're
When was the
going
last?
down.
When was the
You're
last
going
time
down.
Lamont Roach Jr. knocked somebody's head off?
This fight.
Now, when was the last time you did? Be honest.
Oh, the fight before Tank, he had a stoppage against the Irishman in DC. I was part of that.
Okay, he knocked his head off.
He stopped him with a body shot.
Yeah, like I said, man. So he ain't got no pop like that. You could knock somebody who
He had
out
a
of shape.
stoppage, but you asked me what he
You,
do his
you
fight before Tank. He had a stoppage.
something that all fighters know. Anybody that's a bum, you can take them out with body shots. It's guaranteed. It's like money in the bag, right? You could drop all bums with body shots. And
Damn.
what,
So
and
De La
what
Hey, De La
I mean
Hoya
is
was the bum.
somebody who's not really
Damn.
like
So De La Hoya was the bum when
not
he got
really
stopped
like
with
an
a
A
body shot.
level
I'm asking.
condition.
Hold on,
Like
time out.
the body
Was De La
determines how
Hoya a
fit
bum when he got stopped with a body shot?
the body determines how fit and strong you are for boxing, right? And so if you could see somebody who like real soft in the middle, like that's a W,
You just
right?
said a bum gets stopped with a body shot. Was De La Hoya
No,
a
no,
bum
no,
when he
no, no.
got
That's
stopped
not
with a
what I
body shot?
said.
You didn't
That's
say
not what
that.
I
You
said.
trying
I don't
and
think you
listen to what you
comprehended what I
said.
said, brother. I don't think you understood what I said. So I'm gonna say it again, right? You can see, especially any bum can be knocked out with a body shot. Any bum can. I didn't say all bums get knocked out with body shots. I said any bum can be knocked out with a body shot. It's a difference, right? That's a fact, right?
You
So
changed the word.
no, that's what I said. It's on video, right? So
I'm glad it has a transcript. You know,
if
it
I
got a
was to ride
transcript,
up to
right?
the ice truck, right? I was to ride up to the ice truck, right? And say, yo, I'm gonna grab one of y'all motherfuckers who want to fight for their green card, right? And one of the motherfuckers hop off the ice truck, right? I made a backroom deal with a member of ICE, right? We having an underground boxing match. Fight for your green card, right? And I put him in there with an elite fighter, right? All this elite fighter got to do is tap the body. He going down. It's guaranteed. That's what I'm talking about.
You said Lamont getting stopped with body shots now. You
No,
sound
you
crazy.
said he gonna do that to Tank, nigga.
Oh yes. I
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah. I did not say that.
Yeah.
I said work the body,
So,
man.
so,
I didn't
so,
say you
so
gonna stop him
that's
with
why I
a straight.
don't want to argue this anymore, right?
See,
Because
you
you
putting
got
words in my
nothing
mouth. I
valid.
said work the body. That's a difference. Working the body
You got
slows
nothing
him
valid,
down,
man.
man.
You got
Working
nothing
that body
valid, bro.
slows Tank down,
Yeah,
Slim.
yeah. Because you're talking about you trying to compare
Hitting his
some
head don't
Irishman
do
to Tank.
nothing, man. That
You
none of
trying to
them head shots
you
really,
sat
really
there
effective,
trying to
man.
compare some Irishman that got knocked out with body shots, right? Who's probably in the bum of the month club, right? Right? Trying to compare him to Tank. That's what you do. You sat there and try to do that shit.
Tank don't like no
That's
body
how
shots.
ridiculous this shit is, man.
Tank do not like
That's
body
how
shots.
ridiculous this shit is. You're comparing the Irishman to Javante Tank Davis.
Go back and look at that
This is
fight against
ridiculous,
Lamont
man.
Roach
It's a
and when he
ridiculous
was working that
argument.
body.
It
He
doesn't
did not.
hold
He felt
water,
very
and I
uncomfortable when
refuse to
Lamont
talk
was
about
working.
it any longer,
You gonna
man.
talk over me? Damn! Can I get my take
Enjoy,
off,
enjoy.
Slim? Your boy was very uncomfortable, man, when Lamont was working the body. Throughout the fight, every moment where you saw Lamont working that body, Tank started to back up, man. He did not. He did not like those body shots. Continue in this fight to work the body, Lamont. Then when you get him hurt again, combinations, not just the one shot. I think this time around, man, you can stop him. There you go.
All right. There we go. You done?
That's all I needed.
I'm good with that. That should be a great take, man. That should be a great take. So, but yeah, man, like what else is happening in boxing, man? Shakur Stevenson, we got that in. We talking Canelo and Crawford. We've been talking that, you know. What else happening, man?
You talk
What's up with
about
Devin Haney? What's up with Bill Haney? What's up with Bill Haney meeting up with Africa? Outside a street, a random safe street in New York. Africa, the king of gentrified New York. The gentrified king of New York.
I'm gonna be
Richardson Hitchinson.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Slimmy. You the only one care about some damn Devin and Bill Haney. I don't give a damn, yeah. Don't nobody give a damn. Don't nobody care about his next fight. Nothing. Do the chat even care, man? About Richardson Henderson and Devin Haney, man. Here's the funny part, right? Richardson Henderson making damn sure well he not to say Gary Antoine Russell name. Again, he has made it very clear not to say the DMV brother. Brooklyn stand up.
There we go. There we go. Cause like, yo, I agree, right? We can't mention Richardson Hitchinson, right? Without mentioning Gary Antoine Russell. As far as I'm concerned, their names are tied together, right? Because Richardson Hitchinson trying to ignore Gary Antoine Russell. I'm not gonna let that happen. I can't mention one without mentioning the other. I'm trying to find out what Ryan Anthony talking about. Bill Haney mad at Ryan Garcia. Like what is he talking about, man?
Man, he been saying this the whole chat, man. What is it like? God damn, is you a Ryan Garcia fanboy or something?
Man, he
Ryan
cool,
Anthony?
he cool.
The
Ryan
fuck?
Anthony cool, man. So
Man, I
yeah,
don't care, man. Ain't no wrote this 5, 10 times in here. Don't nobody care.
yo, salute to H Money, man. Yo, Richardson, ducking Gary. Hell yeah, he ducking Twan. H Money. H
Hell
Money, that
yeah.
nigga ducking the fuck
Hell
out
yeah,
of
he ducking
Twan,
that
bro.
brother from DC. Hell yeah, he ducking that brother from DC. Brooklyn
That's why I
stand up.
can't respect this dude, right? And for real, like I know New York, right? And I know Brooklyn, and like I think he's a gentrified New York nigga. Like I don't see him as a real New York nigga. I don't, bro. I see him as a Haitian guy. He's a Haitian guy. He fought for Haiti in the Olympics. Yo, your favorite barber say Bill only prey on the weak. Richard Hitchinson. Richard Hitchinson, man. Yo, that nigga is one name is many names. You could say any one of them names and you know who you're talking about. You could say Richardson Hitchens. You could say Richard Hitchinson. You know what I'm saying? But what did Bill call him? Little
Hey,
Richard Hitchinson.
he might be at the game today, man. You know the U.S. playing Haiti, man, in that soccer joint today. He might be at the game.
Who?
Richardson Henderson. He from Haiti.
So Haiti's playing?
Yeah, they playing the U.S.
It's Haiti. Yo, he's on Haiti's side. So how you gonna be from Brooklyn? Right?
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
agree
point.
with you. I agree with you, man. Yeah. Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, but you're right. Bill and Richard Hitchinson, because Devin can't do the talking. And yo,
Devin
you see,
looking for a fight, Slim, because he out of Turkey graces right now. Turkey like, man, I ain't fucking with you.
and the thing about it, he wouldn't fuck with Richardson Hitchinson either though.
Who?
Soft pillow fit, Turkey, right? Turkey's a casual.
Hey, well,
Turkey
let me
only.
ask you this:
What's
if he
up?
a casual, then why has he not made the announcement for Brian Norman Jr. to be a ring ambassador, man?
Because casual, all the casuals don't know Brian Norman Jr. yet. His name has like casuals you gotta get popular for a casual to get wind of you.
Again, you put him on Riyadh season, man.
That's what I just said. You gotta get popular for a casual to catch you. Like right now, right?
Like they
Turkey
knew
said,
who. Hey,
Turkey
time out,
said,
Slim. Did they
give
know
me a
who
list.
Kid Austin
Give
was?
me a
That
list of
Slim don't
young
know no
fighters,
Kid
right?
Austin.
Turkey said, give me a list of young fighters, right? Who not going to do any Tom and Jerry boxing. Eddie Hearn gave him a list that's basically written on toilet paper, right? The only name worth anything on that list was Abdullah Mason, right?
That's the only one I knew.
Eddie Hearn handed him a trash ass list, man. Right? So that's why you ain't heard about Brian Norman Jr. in Turkey yet. Cause Eddie Hearn gatekeeping that shit.
All right, give me five, man. Who you want on there?
All right, I told you so. Ain't like who ain't already on there?
We go, yeah. Who ain't already? I got Brian. That's my number one.
Cause Keyshawn Davis already on there, right?
Yeah.
Boxers who don't run, right? Abdullah Mason ain't on there yet, so I'm going with Abdullah Mason.
Okay. And I got Brian. Oh, so I got Brian. So it's my turn. Okay. Let me go with Damn, you got the young Abdullah, huh?
Yeah,
Um.
boxers who don't run.
Give me Camille.
Camille Moten, a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Camille. All right, so boxers that don't run. Keyshawn already on that list. All right. I'm gonna go Gary Antoine Russell.
Oh, you got me, Slim. You got me. That's the one I read.
I'm going Gary Antoine
I
Russell,
fucked
bro.
up. That should have been my. I fucked up. Damn, Slim. That was the mood. Damn, that's a good one. That's a good one. Give me Matias.
Matias, that's a good one. Yo, Bishop Badass, you took mine, man. Bishop, I'm taking yours and putting them on my list, man. David Benavidez.
Eh, eh. Him and Tank off the list. They owl boys. They don't mess with Turkey.
It doesn't matter. We said right
Oh,
who ain't on the list.
okay. So you taking okay? If you taking David Benavidez, I'm taking Tank there. If we doing that,
You taking Tank?
I'm taking Tank. Shit.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's his biggest money maker right there. He get Tank, that inner fight can happen, right? And I'm leaving that out there for you, man, just because. Just because. So what number is that?
That's four.
That's four. So I got Abdullah Mason, I got Gary Antoine Russell, right? And I got David Benavidez. That's three for me.
Hold on. So I got So I got Ryan Norman Jr., Kamel Moten,
And Tank.
and Tank. Okay. Oh, so it's my pick. Oh shit.
Nah, you
Oh
picked Tank. You picked
oh
Tank.
yeah.
Yeah, so now it's four, right? So now it's four. All right, so I'm a shout out a younger who just getting started, and I'm gonna keep it in the city. But I watched this fight and I liked what I saw. I'm going Scooter Davis. Scooter Davis for since you got Tank, I'm taking this youngin.
Okay.
Fighters that boxers that don't run that Turkey need to fuck with if he looking to have fights and not runs, not track meets.
Okay. Last on my list, Jerron Boots Ennis.
Boots a good one. Boots, Boots a good one. Boots a good one.
I got a strong list, man.
Yeah, you got a strong list, but I'm
See,
trying. I'm trying to put fighters on there too that should get recognition. You know what I'm saying?
oh, we can expand. Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
They should get. You know what I'm saying? So number five on my list. That's a tough one. That's a toss up, man. That's a tough. I'm gonna leave that to the chat.
And who the chat think?
I took David Benavidez from Bishop Badass. Baron Rodriguez.
Oh, dang.
Salute.
Hold up, but ain't he won? Ain't he won already?
I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure. You ain't see me?
You see David Lynch. David
You
Lynch say, Zeb, I saw you at Upton Gym. No spying on Tank, bruh.
oh, he lied like shit, Slim.
Oh,
He
man.
lied like
The
shit,
nigga
Slim.
say you at Upton Gym spying on niggas. That nigga Upton Gym like Shakur talking to Bill Haney, man, with his phone out.
First of all, hold on. First of all, you know that's a lie, right? Because there will be video footage. If I step foot up them right now, there'll be video footage of that, man.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Yo, Kim Bright say Tevin Farmer. That's a good one. That's a good one. Tevin Farmer's a good one. Yo, we could make a whole list on right here on Casual Boxing Talk that Turkey will be satisfied with, bruh. That's what I'm trying to put.
Eddie gave him a UK list.
That list trash. That Eddie list is trash. Eddie
He gave him
setting
a
him up.
UK.
Eddie trying to rob him. Eddie trying to rob him. He trying to rob the plug. Eddie like, yo, why everybody else get to rob the plug but me? Right? You want a list of fighters? Here the best fighters. Here, Turkey. These niggas don't run. Don't nobody know them. Won't nobody
Oh,
watch them.
I got
But they
one.
gonna
I
run.
got one. I got
What's up?
one. Conor Ben.
Conor Ben already down with that though, right?
Is he part of Riyadh though?
I think so.
Nah, man, he just had that big card with in the UK with Eddie. That was the Eddie card.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't think he part of. If the chat might know, but I don't think he a part of like a ambassador. But if not, I say Conor Ben.
Okay. Yeah, these are good picks. All good picks. I can't be mad at none of them, man. Yeah,
Damn, they
Melcott
said, hey,
Sanford.
hey, did you know that Game 7 tonight?
Yep.
Who you got?
OKC.
You know anybody?
Say what?
You know anybody?
Well, on the team?
Yeah.
Yo, they got a squad of young beasts, bro.
Hey man, I ain't up on basketball, Slim. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front lie to you,
So
man.
why you bring this shit up?
Cause I saw in the chat somebody said they was watching Game 7 and listening to us. I said, "Oh, that's tight. Damn, they watching the Game 7 and listening to us." That's why I brung it up.
They say OKC what? They say OKC winning right now. They said Hallie just tore his Achilles.
Oh, god dog. That's that dude from Indiana, right?
I don't know, man. I don't watch basketball, my nigga. I don't watch it. I only watch combat sports, bro. I only watch combat sports, my nigga. Yeah, relax and chill. Saying Halliburton, that dude. I know who Tyrese Halliburton is.
I think that's who they talking about. Dude from
Yeah, he
Indiana.
was Indiana.
Yeah, that's dude from
Yeah, he
Indiana.
was with Sacramento. Yeah. But yo, if we gonna stop talking boxing, I'll just pull up off the chat, man. Yo, we ain't talking boxing, we talking basketball.
Again, I saw in the chat when somebody was talking about a game 7. I was like, oh, damn, what is that?
Yeah, because I mean, because I'm satisfied with the takes
I
I
mean,
got right now.
people out here giving false information. Talking about I've been up the gym. What the hell?
Salute to RJ, tanking two. That be more shit.
Man, you gonna
Tanking
have them.
two. You know how we do. You know
See,
how
we
we
gonna
do. Tanking
we
two,
wait.
nigga. You know how we
Hey,
do. What's up?
because you know we getting Lamont right, but we gotta wait for this goddamn announcement. That's why I brung that shit up. I was laughing when I seen the Fight Hype interview with Lamont Roach Sr. We said, man, yeah, we just waiting on them to announce this fight, man. Because once they make an announcement, man, that's when we can get Lamont to talk.
Hey, yo. as far as these youngins go, right? I want to talk to these young fighters because RJ bringing something up, right? He thinks Abdullah Mason stops Keyshawn Davis. What you
We'll
feel
never
about
know.
that? Who you
We'll
got in
never
that?
know.
You got
We'll never
Abdullah over
know.
Keyshawn? Seriously?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Keyshawn 140.
I mean, let's not act like they both wasn't. They both of their last fights was at 35.
If they was both fighting at 35, it'd be a problem for Keyshawn.
It'd be a problem for Keyshawn.
Yeah, hard for him to make that weight scene, obviously. So yeah, 35. I give Abdullah the advantage.
All right, at 40.
Keyshawn.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't just going total crazy work on me, man.
Oh nah, oh
You know what I'm
nah.
saying?
See,
Okay.
I think about the scale type of shit and all that comes with it. That's why he didn't really want to lose the last four, man. It's a sacrifice to really lose that last bit of pounds, man. And he ain't want to make that sacrifice, man. That's a fact.
There was no way he was losing 4 pounds in 1 hour without dying.
Nah. Just that last 4 pounds that week. That last week is hard as mother to lose that last 3 pounds, Slim. From what I hear from the different camps I've been part
Mark,
of, man.
mark my words. That's the best thing that ever happened to Keyshawn Davis. That's the best thing that ever happened to Keyshawn Davis, bro.
That's the worst thing, Slim. As you can see, man, only you don't people don't bring them up.
That's the best thing. Watch, just watch. It's going to force him to give because he was about to go off the rails. It's forcing him back on focus, back on track. But he was on the way to going off the rails. They caught that shit in time.
We shall see in time, man. That's all I can say. In time, we shall see.
Yo, life is good. So I would love to see the Muslim brother win, but the fight wouldn't be tight. I'm telling you, man. Like no way Abdullah could beat Keyshawn at this point in time. It'll be a 50-50 fight down the line though, because Abdullah Mason gonna be nasty in the future.
I do have another question though
What's up?
that hasn't been addressed. What happened with Devin and Brian Norman, man? Remember he called him ass. What happened since then?
Uh, Jen Sasaki.
Yeah, he shut the hell up since then, huh?
Yo, you see that? Yo, I found that clip where you could hear that man head hit the canvas. I found that clip. You just gotta let that run. You can hear that joint. Boom, boom. It's just a thud. It's just that thud. It's like a bouncing thud.
He
But
did that dude dirty. He did him dirty, Slim.
yeah, so that's what happened to that. But Bill had a nightmare of that being Devin Haney. He's like, yeah, we can't let that happen, right? That Devin might not make it out of the hospital. It might be a wrap on Devin Haney after that one, if he
Yeah,
get
but I
caught
told
like that. But I don't think Devin will get caught like that because Jen Sasaki was kind of trash, right? The way he dropped it, he dropped his hand, kept his head on the line, exposed his chin. He was begging. It was the body shot that just got him all flustered. He just left his chin there to get caught like that. And yo, salute
if
to your
Ryan
favorite barber.
Ryan Garcia was catching Devin with that left, the same left that Brian Norman would give him would end his career.
I think B could beat him, but I think B wins that fight. But I'm just saying, like I told you the last take, it wouldn't be easy work. If he went there thinking it was easy work, he would lose, right? Your favorite barber, I agree. John Bones Jones is the greatest combat athlete of all time. And then I'm going with Khabib after that. If we talking actual fighting, but philosophy, it's got to be Bruce Lee. Fighting philosophy, Bruce Lee was ahead of his time.
Like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, we're leaving the hands of the biggest fight of the year into a rookie promoter in the sport of boxing. Again, let me repeat that. The biggest fight of the year in the sport of boxing is in the hands of a rookie promoter who has another big UFC event the same night. Tell me how he's going to be able to concentrate on both and give both the same 100% for both fights,
Hey yo,
for both events. I mean,
Hey yo, I got a question, man. I got a question. They say Melcar X is saying Jen Sasaki lost 10 months of memory, right? he has amnesia. Like I thought that should only happen in TV shows.
Unless they gave an update on that. From what I heard, it was 6 weeks. 6 weeks worth of memory.
6 weeks worth of memory.
Yeah, that's the reports that came out. Unless he has an updated report that's saying now he's on lost 6 months of memory. But um,
Yo,
yeah, that's still bad. Either way, it's bad. That's bad.
Melcar saying his votes John Jones, George St. Pierre, Spider, they're the GOAT combat athletes. Yeah, George St. Pierre, that's the axe murderer. Yeah, he was a beast. He's a beast. How y'all feel about MVP, Michael Venom Page? Or my man Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse was a beast too.
Yeah, Dave Lynch got him on there.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse a beast. Yep, Anderson Silva, another beast. Anderson Silva that was my boy, man. Anderson Silva was my boy, man.
That was a nasty leg break, man, that he had though.
That's the risk of throwing kicks. If somebody catch you, when you striking like kicks, they can fuck you up. But if you don't know what you're doing, have you ever seen somebody shin get split open because they got caught shin to shin? You need stitches, and the jump just keeps opening up. If you bend your ankle, it's just gonna keep wide, and you can see that shit too. If something get so bad, you can see the bone. Woo!
Damn. Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, man, we're gonna see what happened, man. We're gonna jump back on early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
Yo, life is good. Yo, Silver was trying to get that payday, man. He's trying to get that payday when he won at Roy Jones. Melcar X, Francis Ngannou. He's scary right now. We gotta see how long he lasts, though. This is his time right now. Yo, hit him. That's why I said philosophy. Yo, my
He
man, my
said
man,
philosophy, philosophy,
my man said,
philosophy.
hit
He
a
said,
man said Bruce Lee was never a fighter. That's right. That's right, bro. I'm telling you, he was an actor. I agree. Bruce Lee was an actor. Like I got whole takes on that. When I talk to crazy people that believe he could beat Mike Tyson, I say he could only beat Mike Tyson in theory, and that's not even a fact, right? Because Mike is also a combat scientist. I got Mike, yo, and like if we're talking actually fighting, Mike Tyson would go back to jail if he fought Bruce Lee, if that was actually possible. He's going back to jail, bro, because Bruce Lee might not make it. Yeah, life is good. Bruce Lee was an actor. Yo, the only championship Bruce Lee ever won was for cha-cha dancing. He was like legitimately the best Chinese cha-cha dancer of all time. He was light on his feet. He could, and people know, like being a dancer doesn't make you soft. That means you're athletic, right? So Bruce Lee was an athlete, right? But Bruce Lee was an actor. He was an athlete. He was an actor. He was a fighting philosopher, right? He studied Eastern philosophy, Eastern martial arts. Like his book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, one of the best books I've ever read. Like I love
"Oh,
that book, the way it breaks down fight science, right? But if it's a fight coming down, right? This niggas I need to back me up in a fight. Bruce Lee is not the first person I'm picking. It's niggas off the street that I know that I would take before Bruce Lee to back me up in a fight.
hey Sam, I gotta ask you about this, right? You dropped that new video with Brian Norman, man. You got the Tank Maniacs on your neck, man.
What? I mean, like, okay, so Brian Norman had an interview with Zaire Brooks Multimedia, right? He said I sparred Tank Davis, right? And then he ain't never come back. I did it when I was 16. Mustafa tells a different story, right? Or Mufasa, he tells a different story, right? So people are calling B cap on that. B, they saying you cap, right? And I heard that also he said he gave Tank that work, right? So I believe him. I believe him, but I don't believe he had Tank shook. I believe he was throwing hands against the smaller Tank. He's 16. Tank fight youngest. He don't try to kill him, right? He just want to see where you at, right? And so I think it happened, but I think you
I
running with
guess
it.
I guess my point to this was that interview was actually about 3-4 years ago. This was when Brian was shit. I think he was campaigning at 140 then. But
Hey,
that,
yo,
but the tank maniacs on Brian neck like he said this yesterday or something, man.
the
This
tank
was
maniacs need to stay on that nigga's neck, right? Because you know what? I respect B, right? And I know for a fact, I strongly think B will be like, man, I said what I said, bro. I said what I said. He said what he said. I put that shit up. Everybody's scared of shit. Tank's offended. Tank just gave you props. How could you say that? Right? I'm like, I'm
you
looking at
do
this
sound
shit
like
like,
the
man.
tank maniacs right there.
I'm looking around like, man, I don't give a fuck, man. Why should B give a fuck if Tank mad? Cause he went on an interview and said I gave him that work, right? Like fuck it, fuck y'all niggas mad at. I don't give a fuck if Tank is mad, nigga. Fuck out of here, no, real talk, this nigga right here, he laughing, but he was scared. This nigga scared because
No,
he knows
no.
these niggas, right?
Hold up,
Because
no,
he
hold up.
knows these
Here
niggas.
we go. Here
Right? He
we
knows
go.
it. And I'm like, man, I ain't taking shit down, nigga. I said, yo, that young nigga said what he said. The video
First of all,
stays, nigga.
I did not
This nigga
say
asked
take
me to
it
take the
down,
video
Slim. Hey,
down.
you
This
lying.
nigga
You
asked me to take
lying.
the
I did
video
not say
down.
take it down.
This nigga asked me to take the video down. I'm like,
He
fuck
lying.
no.
He
This
lying.
nigga B said what he said, nigga. And he said it with his chest. He said that shit with his chest. And I'm quite sure he'll stand on it, right? He said he gave Tank that work. And I believe him.
Oh, Slim.
This nigga
Here was
scared
my
out here,
point.
man.
First of all, he lied. I ain't tell him to take the video down. I did remove myself as a co-collaborator, though. I did remove that. I did. I will admit to that. I'll admit to
These niggas out here shook, man.
no,
Scared of
no.
niggas
The
getting
I
mad.
got to explain. No, I got to
Give a
explain this
fuck
right.
if a nigga get
The
mad. Get mad, nigga. Get mad. Yo, real talk. Get mad. That's great.
hold on.
I like to see the worst in people. Let me see the worst of you. Right? Get mad, nigga. Like, yo, come on.
The reason,
Like,
the
yo,
reason I was
to
saying
quote
this right.
to
The
quote the
reason I
greatest beef rapper of all time, 50 Cent. You got a temper, nigga. Go ahead. Lose your head.
man, you
Nigga,
know how them
go
tank
I don't
maniacs be,
care,
man.
man.
They crazy, man. You know how them take. I didn't want B to get all that energy, right? After Tank had just gave him props right on the X, man. Hey man, y'all got a real one out of Atlanta right there, man. Y'all need to stand up, get behind him, right? And then, then he drops that from an interview from 4 years ago. But man, you and Tank ever spot? Yeah, man. Gave him that work when he was 16. He ain't come back. So and people think he did that video yesterday or something. And you can see his face look all young and shit. I was like, God damn, them tank maniacs is going hard. How you gonna do that after he just gave you props? You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit.
So, nigga. So the nigga said it. The nigga said it. He said what he said, bro. It's like that. That's how I roll, man. Like if you said like if you feel like it's something you may want to take back later, don't say it, right? But because especially now, what do I love about the internet, right? You got to stand on what you said, or you got to think about what you're gonna say before you say it, right? So that's the thing. It is right. That's what it is. So it ain't like that shit wasn't AI. So what I'm looking like is wise niggas tripping. Wise
Then you
niggas scared.
keep
Tank got
grabbing
niggas
these old
shook
ass
out here, bro.
videos, having these motherfuckers mad at me. You gonna have people mad at me.
I don't give a
Tank
fuck if
maniacs.
niggas mad. I don't give a fuck if niggas is mad, bro. Niggas is mad all the
I
time.
see.
Yo,
I see.
let me tell you about niggas, right? Niggas gonna look for something to be mad at, right? Yo, niggas will get mad at anything. Niggas will get mad at standing in line. Let a nigga stand in line longer than 2 minutes. This don't make no goddamn sense, right? That's niggas, right? But niggas will look for it. Niggas gonna stay mad. Niggas is mad, bro. Niggas got a lot to be mad about, I guess, right? So fuck what niggas is mad at, bro.
Yeah, again, so y'all tank maniacs, man. Shut up. God damn. Slim, that interview was 4 years ago.
No, even Tank fans gotta respect it. Like, yo, this young nigga talking shit. Like, yeah, the thing about it, right? B backs it up in the ring. So it ain't like he a bum, right? Or he a nigga that runs and don't fight. So I love the fact that young nigga said that shit.
Yeah, he got that old school spirit,
To
son.
me,
He
to
ain't
me, that
humble.
was a good thing. That made me respect him even more, honestly. And that's why I said, I was like, man, take it down for what? That's disrespectful to what B said. That was a young nigga that believed in himself, man. And that
Again, I
shit
did
getting
not say
views
take it down.
and
I did not say
engagement.
take it down. Don't
That
don't
shit,
tell the people that lie. I did not. I just removed myself as a collaborator.
yo, that shit's getting engagement. If you worried about this nigga's what people think about this nigga's career, all that's
Think I'm
good.
back on. I'm back on as a collaborator. I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Man, people
real
don't think
shit.
we crazy, Slim. People don't think we crazy.
But yeah,
Hey
my
man, when
nigga.
we gonna man, we gotta get some sponsors and shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't do this for money, right? Like I do this cause it's fun. I genuinely do this for fun. I'm not looking at
Yeah,
this as a come up. Like I
yeah.
actually do this because I enjoy doing this, bro. That's
That's
just
funny.
what it is.
I know. Yeah, I do need to stop using N word. I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best, man. Trying my best.
I mean, okay,
I tell the
so
young fighters. I tell the young fighters to stop using. I'm trying myself.
so I'm pretty sure in every culture of people, right? There's no culture of people that have a word so powerful, right? That it affects people who have no relational affiliation with the culture, right? It affects people so much, right? That people have established careers, right? Off of how niggas feel about the word nigga, right? It's hilarious, right? To me, it's the biggest scam in American history. It's the biggest scam in American. People have given this word so much weight, right? Will niggas fuck you up for saying it? Yes. But all cultures have that type of shit. But for some reason, only the word nigga is that with niggas, right? With black people, right? But it's not just with black people, it's with every race. That word is so polarizing. It affects every race of people. That's crazy work, man. So I'm
You
like,
believe?
if the word is that powerful, why do you want us to stop saying it? Apparently that word has some type of power.
Nigga,
What
you
does
need to
that
stop
word
saying it.
do? That word, that to me, that may be so it's some really powerful words, right? And just language across the board, right? One of them, the most powerful one, is no. Nothing's as strong as the word no, right? But then the word gotta be nigga. After that, those are two of the strongest words in the human vocabulary. Not even in English. In the human vocabulary. Because people say yes all the time and they be bullshitting. But when a motherfucker tell you no and mean it, you feel that. You feel a sincere no. Nigga may be more powerful than the word no when you think about it. Because you can use it in so many different ways, bro.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
So I was raised saying it, man. It's a part of the culture for me. I grew up on it. Everybody said it. And I grew up around in Chocolate City, DC, surrounded by nothing but black people. Right?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I was surrounded by black people at an early age, like all the time, right? Well, I didn't even see white people unless it was on TV, right? It was to the point, my mom tell the story. I'm like 4 years old. I'm like, yo, what is a Negro, right? I don't know what a Negro is, right? I'm just around in my world, everybody black. Only white people is on TV and the police department, and not even in DC. It wasn't none of the
Yo,
police department in DC either.
these are 100% facts right there. Yeah, that's crazy, man. My school was 99% black. We only had two outside the race. They were Asian. That's it.
So
They act black.
I
That
ain't
bad.
got
One of
no,
them married a black. He married a black.
and I guess that's why I ain't got no complex with the word nigga, right? Because I didn't have no white people growing up around me saying that to me. And the first and only time it happened, I broke that motherfucker nose, bro. Like he found out what my left hand about. I found out what my left hand about, right? Because I didn't think. I just reacted. Like Bruce Lee, it moved all by itself. And that's a fact, bro. So
Hey, bro, I don't think people understand. DC was so chocolate city that we even had black squirrels. Remember, the squirrels were black.
Mickey Mouse was black.
Facts.
We had a black
Facts.
Mickey Mouse.
Our squirrels in the city were black. Black
Yo,
squirrels.
I'm telling you, bro. So I'm just saying, right? Me coming up around nothing but Howard University, the Mecca. Walking distance from Howard University, the Mecca, bruh. Think about that. As kids, right? We wanted to sneak on to a college campus to get into the dorm room because that's where all the bad black joints with a future was at, right? That's what we as kids. Like just the mentality was different, right? It's just crazy.
Again, ain't wasn't nothing like that. Them 80s and 90s in DC, man. Chocolate City. Shout out to old Chocolate City.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So that word, man. So I just said it because you were saying we got to stop saying the word. I'm like, why? If the word is that powerful, why would you stop saying it? The word carries weight, bruh. It's probably the most powerful word in the human
Man, I get
vocabulary
all that, man. I just don't like them young fighters using it, man. And all the interviews and stuff, man. I just don't like it, man.
because it's that powerful, right? No other race got a word like that. No other people. I didn't say in race, right? Because race is nothing but a class system, right? Race don't exist. Like when I say racism, I look at that as negrophobia, right? Like people are afraid of black people. It's a fact. Like whenever we click up, like on a spiritual sense, right? Man, I was telling you, like whenever two or more gather together, the power starts to happen, right? Whenever two melanated people click up, everybody starts looking. When three get together, people start getting nervous, right? When four is together, people on their phones ready to speed down, right? When five is together, everybody shook. This is a game, right? It's just like that's what happens when we start to click. When the Million Man March happens, Congress shuts down, right? It's snipers on the roof, right? Niggas wasn't there to start no shit. And then everybody else copied it. Then everybody wanted a Million Man March after that, right? So that's the power. So if we that powerful when we click up, we shouldn't stop clicking up. And if we say a word that's so powerful, it affects everybody, we shouldn't stop saying it.
I'll never forget it, man. October 16th, 1995, man. Million Man March, man. That shit was crazy, Slim.
But yo, too, like check it out right here. Life is Good says other races use it though. That they do, right? They do. They use it amongst each other. They use it and they use it amongst each other as a form of respect. Like they're not degrading black people when they say it to each other. It's actually like a love and respect thing. So they're embracing it amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? It was just that's how powerful it is. And you still can't say it to us, right? Without fear of retribution or just about fear of karma, right? Because
I
even if
guess
you
for me,
pick
I
a
guess
weak
for me
black
and the young
person,
fighters, man, they gonna look at them a certain way, man. That's why, like I said, the young fighters like Abdullah Mason, man, very composed in interviews. Um, Brian Noma Jr., I haven't heard him use no N bombs. Like I'm gonna give an example, man. Like Shakur, man, he drops a lot of N bombs in his
time
interviews.
out, time out. Can I add to that though? Let's have a bill, right? Us as black people, we know everybody ain't a nigga, even though you can say the word, right? Abdullah Mason is not a nigga. He's a black man, right? You feel what I'm saying? As black people, we know all black people ain't niggas. That's why the term "I'm a real one" came about, right? Because y'all must got it confused. Y'all think all black people are niggas, huh? No, I'm a real one. It's a real nigga right here, right? That's what that came about because we know there's a difference, right? So Abdullah Mason is not a nigga. Shakur Stevenson is. Shakur Stevenson is a nigga. He's a nigga. Shakur Stevenson is a
Man,
nigga.
hold on, Slim.
He's a nigga. Yeah, he's a
God
Jersey nigga,
damn,
man.
Slim.
No, you can't say so. That's a fact. That's fact, bruh. Shakur Stevenson is a nigga, so he could say it. He says it.
All right, what about Richardson Henderson?
Richardson Henderson is a nigga too. Yo, Richardson is a nigga. He hanging with AB. He up here faking like he from New York. He a gentrified New York nigga.
Might as well get added to the call like we got a call up line or something. We ain't there yet, man. Man, we still out the trunk of the car, man. What the hell is you talking about?
Shit, ain't in the trunk of no car, nigga. I'm at the crib chilling, nigga.
No. I'm giving that as a metaphor. Like we still pumping like we out the trunk of the car right now. We ain't at that level yet, taking calls and shit like we showbiz and the boxing boy shit.
Yeah, on that Master P shit, yeah.
Yeah, we still out the trunk, man. We giving it to you uncut out the trunk.
Oh, you're saying what about Tank? Come on, man. We all know Tank a nigga, bruh. We all know Tank a nigga, bruh. Like keep it real though. Edgar Berlanga, that's a nigga, bruh.
Yeah,
Edgar Berlanga's a nigga, bruh. I don't give it. That's a New York nigga. Before I think Puerto Rican, I see New York nigga. I think he's more New York than Richardson Hitchens, bruh.
I can't even disagree, man. I can't disagree.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So now I was saying that whole time because you tried to include Abdullah Mason in that, and we should know better. Like we know Abdullah Mason ain't a nigga. We know Shakur Stevenson is.
I don't think I was trying to go that way with it. I was just bringing up young fighters. That's all. I wasn't trying to include them in the nigga category. I was just bringing up young fighters that I thought, man, do good in interviews, man.
Keyshawn Davis does great in interviews.
I know,
He showed everybody how much of a nigga he is. Keyshawn Davis is a real one.
man.
He almost he almost had them white. He had them white people fooled. Keyshawn Davis, you had them white people fooled, bro. You ain't had me fooled, nigga. I said you's a nigga. This is a nigga right here, bro. He had them white people fooled, bro.
Bruh, he is the exception to the rule. He is the exception to. He very good at interview. I told you that, man. Remember, I told you that, man. I said, man, going back the 4 or
No,
5 years ago, before he was like pros like that, man. I said, man, this young man, he very good at interviews, man.
no, that's the thing too, right? As black people, we know just because you a nigga don't mean you stupid, right? It's a spirit. It's an energy. Nigga is a spirit. It's an energy. Like when you around a real bunch of real niggas, you know it, right? They don't even gotta say nothing, but they will, right? You know you around a bunch of real ones when you around a bunch of real ones, bruh. Yo, Cedric H, salute. Y'all think Bud gonna get that W? Yeah, I got Bud in that. I think Bud gonna shock the world.
But the reality is, he going up 2 weight classes, man. He gonna be up there with somebody, man, who gonna give him that work in that small ring, man. He might. I hope, man, Bud don't get hurt, man. That's all I'm saying.
You better hope that for Canelo, Bud a lot stronger, man. The niggas give him credit for. A lot stronger than people give him credit for, bro. And that wrestling
Canelo
background
been in the
helps in
ring with
boxing.
bigger people. Canelo been in the ring with bigger people.
That wrestling background,
I
that's
I
gonna
don't.
come into play. That
You tell
wrestling background will come into play in this fight. Remember, I said it.
Canelo been in the ring with harder punches than Crawford, but can Crawford say the same? I'm just saying, man. I'm rooting for Crawford, but he got a lot against him in this one, man. Got the age, got the experience of moving up 2 weight
Age is not a
classes.
factor. They both pushing 40. Both of them niggas are pushing 40. And Canelo has more ring damage. Canelo's been in there longer. So if anything, Canelo has more wear and tear than Bud does.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with the wear and tear. He's been boxing professionally since 15 years old. But then again, at the end of the day, you got two dogs, one from Omaha, one from Guadalajara. You moving up 2 weight classes, thinking you messing with this man. This man gonna be like, the hell with this Silk Road. I'm bringing out the Guadalajara Canelo, and I'm gonna try to sleep.
Let me explain something to you about sports, right? You played sports in high school, so you get it, right? So that whole I've been professional since I was 15. That sound good, right? But after a certain age, that's not a good thing. And any athlete knows what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. I've been in the game professionally since I was 15, and now I'm pushing 40, right? That's not always the best place to be at if you're going into a fight, right? Because you got a lot of wear and tear on your body, my guy, right? It's shit that's wrong with you that you don't even know that's wrong with you yet, right? And the shit that you do know that's wrong with you that you hiding from everybody else, right? Because and over time, that should start, you start to realize how the body is connected, right? Like a problem in your shoulder may also be a problem with your hip, right? So I'm just saying that may not be a good point, and that may not be in Canelo's favor. Is all I'm saying.
I can't make it no simpler than this. Weight classes for a reason. And number two, I forgot about this point, and this is a very important point. Bud has not Bud has not been in the ring since last year. Canelo's been in the ring a couple of months ago. I hope that ring rust isn't gonna be gonna affect Bud, man.
That I mean, if Bud was less experienced, I would say that. But Bud is such an experienced fighter, bro, that I think him resting his body for the same reason that Canelo being a pro since 15 may not be a good thing. Bud having like a year off to actually let his body rest and heal may be the best thing for Bud. You see what I'm saying? It's all relative because there's certain factors that come into play that we don't all know about, and that's the reason professional gamblers like to know shit like that. People think professional gamblers are weird. They're not. They're highly intelligent, right?
You know
They
why?
look for little shit like that.
Bud better be careful because the same thing that he went through with Earl Spence. Remember, Earl Spence was out the ring for over a year when he fought Bud. Bud had just fought a couple of months ago, and now you having the same situation with Canelo and Crawford. Crawford has not fought in over a year, and about to fight Canelo, who just fought a couple of months ago. So with that being said, but you might be in trouble, man, and
All right,
and be very careful going into this
let me
fight,
add
man.
to that. Let me add to that. Right? It's one factor you're leaving out, man. You leaving out a major factor. I mean, it has a lot to do with this equation, right? It's something that you can't ignore, right? Terrence Crawford did not go flying through a windshield and drag 3 blocks down the street on his face, right? And needed major reconstructive surgery, right? Terrence Crawford didn't go through that. Salute to Earl Spence, man. One of the toughest human beings to ever walk this planet, right? Earl Spence is one of the most realest, toughest motherfuckers to ever set foot in a boxing ring, right?
I get
Let's
all
put some
that,
credit
but
on
that
that.
that that was prior to fighting Danny Garcia. That wasn't prior to fighting Bud Crawford.
That's what I'm
He was
saying.
that was just
Look
him
out.
sitting out. That was just him sitting out with ring rust.
No, nigga. You ain't hearing what I'm saying. You gotta give Errol Spence his props. The fact that he was able to come back from that, right? And people are thinking he actually can beat Terrence Crawford, right? And now, after that beatdown, people then look back and say, well, damn, that nigga did go flying through a windshield. You know what I'm saying? It's a miracle this nigga's walking. It's a miracle this nigga's still walking, right? I ain't even gonna mention breathing. I ain't even gonna mention breathing. It's a miracle he's walking, right? Now he's boxing, right? You believe he can beat Terrence Crawford, right? Errol Spence, one of the toughest human beings to ever step foot in a boxing ring, nigga.
The car crash had nothing to people
The
wasn't even
car
thinking about
crash
the
had
car
nothing to
crash.
do with it, right?
Remember,
Okay,
no, people
okay.
was not thinking about that going into that Crawford fight. They thought
No, I'm
Spence
telling
was
you,
gonna beat
I'm
the
telling you the
dog. Hold
reality
on,
of the
let me finish. Let
situation.
me finish. I'm trying to explain the timeline with that. You're talking about a car crash and then right after that he fought Danny Garcia. Then right after that he fought Ugas. Messed
No,
the hell out of Ugas
you
up.
making that sound like a fender
Remember that,
bender.
right? And
No,
then
no, no,
going
no,
into the
nigga.
Crawford
You
fight,
making
they
that
thought
sound
they
like a
thought they
fender
thought
bender.
Spence was gonna
No,
dog him, man.
right after the car crash, he went to ICU, right? Right after ICU, he got stabilized, right? Right after getting stabilized, he had major reconstructive surgery, right? Certain shit that was there ain't there no more, nigga. Right? Right? Then he recovered, right? Then he had to get back off the hospital bed and go back to training, right? Then he had to get into fight shape. Then he beat Danny Garcia. Like, that's some easy shit to do, right? Then he beat Ugas. And he made niggas believe he could beat Terrence Crawford when really he was just being like some type of monster, man. This nigga's willpower and determination. Next level. Salute to Errol Spence Jr., man. Salute to Errol Spence Jr., man. Yo, that's my nigga, bro. That's my nigga.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna give you the real reason, my man. It wasn't because of that.
No,
The reason,
you trying to take
was
the
the
car crash
reason
out
that.
of the
Well,
equation is crazy
can
work.
you listen? Here's the reason. Reason was, man, he been out over a year, right? That was number one. That was a bad mistake going into the Crawford fight. Number two, he had stayed at that weight class his whole career at the 147, man. It was at the point his body could not make it no more, man. And he had a terrible weight loss for that camp, man. He looked drained as hell. He looked terrible, man, in that fight, man. So those were the factors that were involved, man. Not being out for that year, going into a fight with an elite fighter like that, Slim. That was a recipe for disaster. So man, I'm not surprised.
I'm cool, surprised. Man. I ain't got to debate it no more. I ain't got to debate it. It's cool. I'm cool with your take.
I just had to put my take in. I just had to put my take in.
Cool with your take. I'm cool with your take, man. I ain't gonna debate it no more. I like my take, and I'm cool with yours. That's what's up. See, Bud got an injured Spence. Yeah, yo. Matter of fact, who saw the Mike Tyson? Remember when Mike Tyson had his podcast, right? And he had Who Kid on there, and it was on that joke, man. That shit was hilarious. They had Errol Spence on that joke, right? And Who Kid and Mike Tyson are joning on Errol Spence about the car crash, right? They laughing, and you can see like only shit that your real homies could joke with you about, right? That shit was hilarious to me, man. The way Errol Spence can like relive that car crash, not only relive it, joke about it.
But here's the thing, y'all bringing up the car crash, right? But they didn't bring up the car crash when he beat the dog shit out of Ugas. Y'all only bringing it up now because of the Crawford situation, when it really he was 2 fights removed from that car crash, man. And again, I go back to the fact, man, is inactivity is the killer of boxers, man. You got to be active, and he wasn't active. He was out a year. Bud was smart. He took a fight, and again, I go back to this fight now that he better think about the fight when he had with Spence. That he's in that same situation. Let's see how it all plays out. Let's see if the ring rust is going to affect him or not. We're going to find out. That's why I'm looking forward to this fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger, man. It's gonna be a banger.
That's my take.
And you saw what Turki Alalshikh said, right? Turki Alalshikh said it's gonna be a rematch.
Between who?
Canelo and Bud. You want to see Turki? I watch. Turki's an interesting character to me, man. To me, he's the most interesting man in boxing. He's hilarious. I think this dude is funny, bro. I think he probably wouldn't like me because I would be laughing, right? He'd be wondering, do I think he a clown? Like he would think I disrespect, but it ain't disrespect. Like I just think you funny, bro. I think the nigga's hilarious. You see when he was throwing those punches? That's just hilarious. You see that shit? What the fuck was that? That looked like a 3-year-old in a karate class. Like he really, that nigga went to karate class at 5 years old. He really think that shit worked, right? Like even the karate guys know, like that's just body conditioning. I'm not really gonna throw punches like this with my head on the line, exposing my chin, right? I'm not really gonna do this in a fight because I'll get fucked up, right? I'm gonna guard my shit and I'm gonna throw karate kicks and chops, right? I'm gonna be bladed, right? So, but he's still doing the 5-year-old joint. That shit don't work. That's just for like getting your arms loose. That's not for actual fighting.
Michelle Clark said Ugas and Crawford, 2 different fighters. It's one thing to beat Ugas, but Crawford a different animal. That's my whole point. Again, that's my point. He was out a whole year to get ready to fight an animal, man. You see, Crawford took a fight, getting to make sure he stayed active, getting ready for Spence. Spence should have did the same thing. That's my point. You're 100% correct. Two different fighters. Crawford is an animal, and he should not have been out of ring a whole year to get ready to fight an animal, man. He should have had a tune-up fight before that.
All right, so I don't think y'all hear what I'm saying, right? So I'm gonna backtrack it real quick, right? The car accident, major factor, right? Amazing that he came back in those two fights, right? So let me ask you this: anybody who's like been an athlete, just being an athlete, not even fighting, right? Because fighting different too. Because fighting is crazy, right? You think Errol Spence feels good when he wakes up in the morning after his body went through all that shit, right? You think Errol Spence just bounces out of bed and is happy and shit, right? You don't think Errol Spence got to work to get out that motherfucking bed to go put in work? You don't think at this point in the game Errol Spence has to work out or he's going to lose full range of motion in his joints, right? It's a survival thing at this point, right? And after those fights, like, you don't think Errol Spence needed to rest? You don't think Errol Spence needed that year off to get in shape for the fight? Just think about another point of view, my nigga. That's all. I'm offering another point of view.
That allowed his body to
No,
get
tell me
there.
another point of view. That's all. That's it. I just offered another point of view. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Right? And let them stand side by side, and time will tell.
Yep. Stayed at 47 way too long. One fight too long. Stayed there one fight too long.
Yeah. But yo, man, we've been on for a minute, man. I'm about to slide out, man. I'm gonna get my puff on.
All right, dog. It's been a great show tonight, man.
Yeah. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Yo, thank y'all for the support. We're gonna keep bringing the shows to you because we
Hey,
do this
man.
out of love, man. We just do this because we like
Salute
doing
to the
it.
chat.
It's fun.
Salute to the chat. And remember what I said. I got Shakur with the stoppage on Cepeda in between 8 and 10. I got Tank stopping. I got Lamont stopping Tank
Nah, you were
around
right the
10.
first time. That's called a Freudian slip. What just happened was a Freudian slip, right? So his mind fucked up and said what he really thinks, right? His mind just betrayed him. That's all I'm saying. A Freudian slip. His mind just snitched on him. He just snitched on himself, right? This nigga just
And
snitched on
my
himself.
last one, unfortunately, man, I got Crawford over.
You
I got
just
Canelo.
snitched on
I got
yourself,
Canelo
man.
over. You messing me up over here.
I didn't say anything. I was over here chilling.
I got Canelo over
That
Crawford,
was
even
a
though I'm going for
Freudian
Crawford.
slip, my nigga. You really, you know what's up. That's what's up, my man. All right, cool. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. You got Tank, nigga. You said it.
I ain't got no damn
And I
Tank,
got it
man.
on tape, nigga. You said you got Tank. And the whole
I did
world gonna
not
see it,
say
right?
I
The
got
whole
no damn
world gonna
Tank.
see it, right? It's gonna be on every video. I got Tank. It's going everything gonna be a cutaway. Like I'm dangerous. I got Tank. That's the new cutaway. I got Tank.
As you can see, I ain't said a word because if I said that, then he gonna use that shit. He want me to say it. He want me to say that shit. I ain't saying that
You
shit
said
though.
it. I got it on tape.
That's
That
some
shit gonna rest.
bullshit.
It's gonna be a cutaway. I got Tank. Every time we say Tank, I got Tank.
Man, don't do that dumb shit, man. You man, man don't do that dumb ass shit.
I got Tank. Yo.
Man, don't do that, man. That's gonna be fucked up if you do that shit. That's gonna be fucked up.
It's hilarious.
Right now, as I said, Lamont is knocking Javante Tank Davis out. Remember I said it.
Yo, it's been real, yo. Yo, appreciate the support from everybody in the chat, man. Yo, this casual boxing talk. We
Salute,
out.
salute. Out.
Peace.